I'm the natural person of the living man. For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And me being a living person. My name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name. So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
We've got a wild court hearing for you today. This sovereign citizen tries to pull the usual script, claiming the court has no authority over him. But it's painfully obvious he has no idea what he's talking about. Like, seriously, if you're going to argue with a judge, at least do a little research. Watching this guy try to outsmart someone who literally makes legal decisions for a living, it's hilariously painful to witness. Let's go ahead and dive in and watch this guy embarrass himself in real time. And hey, if you enjoy content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. It really helps out the channel.
Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person of the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else. So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
The second.
And then I'm the natural person, the living man.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle. So,
No problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said. And also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So, state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And me being a living person. My name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name nor.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off right there.
How many crayons did this guy eat before walking into court? If you're going to try to run the sovereign citizen script, at least pretend you know what you're talking about. Listening to him ramble on about jurisdiction and weird punctuation rules. Like, come on, dude, have you ever cracked open a law book? You can't just make up laws to fit your argument. That's not how any of this works. And you can tell the judge isn't buying it for a second. She even let out a little chuckle when he started stumbling over his own words. You know she thinks this guy's an absolute clown. And just wait until you hear what she says at the end. It's hilarious. Let's get back into it.
Okay.
I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all, period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening. That charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So, what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So, I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accused of not having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also, from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that.
Did this guy just snitch on himself? The charge is driving without a license. And then he goes and admits he hasn't had a license in 2 years. And follows it up with a classic, I wasn't driving. I was traveling line. Bro, you're just handing them the evidence at this point. Here's the thing. If you get caught driving without a license, maybe don't stand there and say, I wasn't driving. That just makes you look even more guilty. I'm pretty sure most of us know this. It's called common sense. But with sovereign citizens, that seems to be in short supply. Like seriously, does anyone know how much a driver's license costs? It's not that expensive. If people just followed basic laws and try to function in society, they could avoid all this jail time and drama. Now, to be fair, this guy is being more respectful than your average sovereign citizen. But I don't know. He's definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed. What do you guys think of him so far? Respectful? Sure. Smart? Not really. Let's dive back in and see where this goes.
For now, you are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
at this time, the court is going to set a pre-trial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
Ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pre-trial for that entity?
I hear you. And at this point, you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record. And yes, we are setting a pre-trial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pre-trial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded in the documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case, that's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records. Is that good enough?
Whatever documentation you have, bring it with you to your pre-trial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So, and again, that court date, June 26th? Okay. Will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction, though, correct?
Yes.
From my understanding, that has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
You are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay? So, at this point, your hearings are concluded, you are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail?
I absolutely love the way this judge handled the sovereign citizen. Yeah, maybe she let him ramble a bit too long at times, but overall she kept solid control of the courtroom. She wasn't having any of his nonsense, shut him down when she needed to, and even toss in a few sharp responses just to toy with him. Honestly, we need more judges like her, cool, collected, and just the right amount of sass. You could tell she wasn't intimidated one bit. And that's exactly the kind of energy you need when someone walks in thinking they can throw around legal jargon they clearly don't understand. Now, real quick, what do you guys think about Zoom court hearings? Personally, I think they're kind of a joke, especially when it's a sovereign citizen trying to argue their case over the internet. It's like trying to have a serious conversation with someone while they're wearing a clown nose. It just doesn't work. Most of the time, these Zoom courtrooms turn into chaos. People talk over the judge, ignore the rules, and the whole thing just feels way less serious than being there in person. The authority dynamic just isn't the same. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think about this court hearing. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.